Greetings and salutations, this is Imperator Vespasian and his ever-trusty sidekick.
Hello.
Today we're having a look at the Dark Age archers, which are relatively new from Gripping Beast. And as soon as I saw these guys, I thought, you know what, I've got all those other Dark Age warriors that I've been sticking arms to from the Muslim Archer box, and I may as well have just not bothered, because I knew Gripping Beast would bring these out eventually, and they did, so here they are. Because people always complain, they say, why are you talking for 10 minutes before bringing the figures out?
What does the P stand for?
The P?
Yeah.
What P?
GBB. Gripping Beast.
Something? I don't know. Why do you ask me these questions?
Because you buy stuff from them all the time.
Yeah, I do. I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, let us know in the comments in the sidebar. But if you put a link in the sidebar, for some reason it demonetises the video. So, it's just... YouTube is wonderful these days.
Did you just say if you put a link in the sidebar?
Sorry, if you put a link in the description, they demonetise the video. So I don't link anything anymore.
You're just a blogger, you aren't you?
I don't link, I don't put description. No, if you put a description in the video, it will knock it off. I can put Dark Age Archers in as a title, we'll be fine with that. But if I put American Civil War, that video got demonetised and I had to appeal. And they said it was okay. But it had the word war in it. Or American, because that's racist. Or civil, which is also a horrible word. It's just the way the YouTube algorithms work at the moment. They're broken. They don't work. So anyway, enough of YouTube. It appears all the screws are the same. I haven't actually looked at these, so my bad. I haven't actually done due diligence.
Wow.
What?
It's a very different system.
For Gripping Beast, this is very strange. Usually, well, you know Gripping Beast stuff. Gripping Beast stuff is always a massive sprue with loads of stuff on it. This is just individual tiny sprues, which is strange.
And lots of bases.
And lots of bases. Yeah, I was going to mention the bases before that. These are going to be absolutely awesome for our 15mm stuff.
Well, that's so many.
Because you got a lot of figures.
It's a bit different. Normally it gives like one sprue.
Yeah, it's so you can fit like 6 figures on a base. I would assume these are for Saga. I would assume.
Did it buy from Saga?
No, I mean the rule system. Oh, hang on. Suitable for use with sword point. Ancient medieval game rules.
There you go then.
Oh, it's for sword point, apparently. I don't play it. Sorry to chaps at Gripping Beast, and I don't play Saga either.
Instant dislike.
Yeah, but we do whatever we feel like doing, to be honest, and we tend to base up bases on single figures, unless we're doing Hail Caesar, in which case we do Hail Caesar basing. Which check our Roman videos for that. We're getting back into the Roman thing very soon, so keep a look out. So these are the actual figures. You've got one guy firing up there, you've got another guy firing level, and a guy who appears to be loading. So that's really it. Not a huge amount to say on it. Let's have a look. The figures look okay. They're pretty generic. As we put one there and one backwards, you can get both views. That's quite good. How cool does that look?
It's pretty nifty.
It does. I like them. They're quite good. Yeah, it's a nice addition to the Dark Age stuff. What we really need is some generic Dark Age cavalry. I've made my Dark Age cavalry out of all sorts of different cavalry boxes. It would be nice to have some unarmoured cavalry on unarmoured horses or something. That would be interesting. But this is what we've got. Bowmen. It's the Dark Ages, so there were bowmen around.
Yeah.
Mostly people would have bows for hunting, so most people will be able to use a bow. And most of the bowmen would be male, one would assume. Sorry, I've been watching some videos based on warrior women who fought, shield maidens, and there's 2 versions that people go by. One is, of course, women fought, because you're going to get killed if you don't. If someone's attacking your village, someone's going to get an axe and fight. The Viking sagas are full of women doing stuff. Then there's the archaeological stuff, which says that a lot of skeletons originally thought to be male are actually female, because they may have swords and stuff. And it used to be if you find a sword in a burial, or a sword and a shield buried with a warrior, then that's a man. But tests on several skeletons recently have shown, or quite a few skeletons, have shown that they're actually females, meaning that women would carry weapons. I'm not saying they're all warriors, but women would be well suited to that.
Yeah.
Because everyone's well suited to it. Although if you get a female warrior against a male warrior, unless she's particularly skilled, she's going to lose.
Or if he has a knife and she has a sword, then maybe. Which is different.
Well, yeah, you don't tend to get people with knives against people with swords. I would assume it would be more of a desperation thing.
Or if she had a mace and he had a sword.
Armies often, most periods, armies would travel with their families. So you'd have a baggage train with the women and children of the soldiers.
King Richard did it.
Yeah, the baggage, yes. And so you would have baggage trains with your army, and they would. I would assume the women would be trained in fighting, simply because if you lose the battle, then bad things are going to happen to them. Again, don't want to get demonetised. I'm going to go into what happens to people when...
The French did it, didn't it, to us?
The French, massacred our baggage train at Agincourt.
And killed a lot of the women and children.
Well, they killed a few, they didn't kill all of them, but...
They get time to it because we arrived.
No, some soldiers turned up and all the French ran away.
Yeah, exactly.
But the French didn't mean to attack the baggage train. They were trying to come round the flank of the British army, English army. But they misjudged where they came out, and they came out in the baggage train. So they just attacked the first people they saw, who happened to be not soldiers. And so that really annoyed the English. So we put all the French knights in a barn and set fire to it. Which really surprised the French knights, because they don't like that at all. Can't really use these figures for Dark Ages. Can't use these figures for Agincourt. So these are pre-Agincourt figures. Although technically you could use them for the period. But they're not English archers. English archers were Gambesson or Alberts. Questions?
No.
No? Sorry, I do talk about funny stuff. It's just whatever I've been reading or watching recently. Although I am reading The Northern Crusades, which is quite an interesting book.
Yes.
I don't think it's designed to be read by humans, to be honest, but it is a good book.
Yeah, I know, right? The names. Oh my god.
You tried to read it.
We paid one Alex, 10 minutes later. I finished it!
Yeah.
I learned some Russian today.
Yeah. Actually, you learned some Samagalian, some Sami.
I mean the towns and cities.
Yeah, the unpronounceable names. Yeah. Problem with doing Northern Crusades, these we're going to be using for the Northern Crusades, is you can't pronounce anything.
And the one where it was so hard for them to actually attack places, like, we attacked that place. Well, to remember that.
Yeah. How do you pronounce that name? I don't know. It's got G's and L's in it, too many of them.
Just keep going north.
Yeah.
You'll hit it.
Head for the smoke. So we're going to be using these for my Samagalian or Samagatian army. You need to look into all the videos to find out more about that. I'm not going into details now because I will bore you senseless. But these figures are going to be fine for practically any period. I found that Bripping Beast Dark Age stuff is really versatile and can be used for most things. You could even use them for ancients. You could use them for the Jewish wars against the Romans, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's it. So if you've got no more questions, no? Figure-wise, I've just realised the bow is a very, very generic bow. So it's not a long bow. It would appear to be a normal style bow. It doesn't appear to be a composite bow. But it doesn't really matter, for most gamers don't care, so it's not interesting. So thank you very much for watching. Over to you.
So if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of the Dark Age Archers. That's everything from me.
And everything from him. Goodbye, and thank you very much for watching.
See ya.